Okay, so let's talk about direct and inverse relationships and how these get graphed. Okay, so you know how a simple table looks, but now let's talk about how these are graphed onto a graph. So let's talk about x squared, y equals x squared, and y equals 1 over x squared. Okay, and we're going to see how this relates to our ACT in just a second. Okay, so x squared and 1 over x squared look like this. Okay, you don't need to memorize x squared or 1 over x squared. You don't need to be good at math. All you need to know is that this is how it looks on the chart, on the graph. Okay, now let's show you what these two look like in order for you to orient yourself to this. Okay, so let's talk about this skinny line. The skinny line is y equals x squared. You don't need to know this, but this is what it looks like. So x squared goes on this part of our chart, and y goes over here. So when I have 1, my y is 1 squared, or 1. So when I have 2, I have 4. 2 squared is 4. 3 is 9. 4 is 25. Great, good job. So now let's talk about the fat line. Let's talk about the fat line. Okay, we've got our equation would be y equals 1 over x squared. And we've got 1 over x squared as our x, part of our xy chart, and y in the other. So when we have 1, we're going to put 1 in our x, our y is going to be spit out as 1 over 1 squared, which is 1. Then when we do 2 for x, we're going to have 1 over 4. That's 1/4. Then we're going to have 3 for x. That's going to be 1 over 9. 4 for x. That's going to be 1 over 16 up here. Oops. I'm going to have to edit that out of the video. That's so embarrassing. So the important thing is we know that as we get bigger with our fractions, or the bigger numbers in the bottom with our fractions, that actually means we're smaller. So this is a 1. This is 0.25. This is like 0.11. And this is 0.0. Let's say it's less than 0.01. Okay, the important thing is this is the same. This is the same as our chart over here, but it's more drastic, okay? So this side we're getting bigger in this direction, and on this side we're getting bigger this way, okay? This we're getting bigger this way, and with that one we're getting bigger in the same direction, okay? So let's look at these black arrows. Okay. So, when we look at this, this is x squared. Okay, we all know what x squared looks like. It's that smiley face. This is just half of the smiley face. This is 1 over x squared. Okay, it's going in the inverse direction. I just wanted to show you on the chart. So on this graph, the y equals x squared is going up. At the same time, we're going this way, okay? We're going up and this way, okay? When it's fat, this fat line, that's when we have this equation, and we've got these numbers getting bigger, and these numbers are getting smaller. So these, as we get bigger this way, we're getting smaller this way, okay? So that's why I just wanted to show you how we have the direct and inverse. Direct and inverse relationships.